What was one of those early cases in those early years of the task force that you'll never forget that might still be on your mind to this day?
We had been out rappelling with his son earlier that day, and after we went rappelling with his son, we dropped him off in the afternoon or early evening to his father at Chicken Shack to the family business. Went home, and the son had fallen asleep in the grandfather's pickup truck, his grandfather's pickup truck. And so Diaz, who was assigned to the task force, gave his keys for his vehicle to his father and said, I'll take your truck, you take my truck. And so Diaz drove his son home, and his father was on his way to his house in his truck. He's driving down the road, and a pickup truck speeds up and then passes him. And when he gets side by side with him, there's guys with high-powered rifles perched in the back of the pickup truck. They open fire on Diaz's truck, and they put like 50 rounds through the windshield, and his father's hit. And so I get a call maybe 11 o'clock at night, and it's Diaz on the phone, and he says, my dad's been hit. And I said, have you been hit? And there's a pause on the phone, and I thought he had been shot for sure. And I yelled back, have you been hit? And he says, no, but I don't think my dad's going to make it. And I said, where are you? And he says, I'm heading to the hospital. And I said, I'm on the way. So I get in a vehicle, and I shoot down the hillside from my house, start heading to the hospital, and I'm calling everybody on the way. And so by the time I get there, everybody's arriving at the same time. Diaz is standing in the hallway with his wife, his two kids, and they're in a trauma bay working on his dad. And I said, how bad? He says he's been hit multiple times. The chest, the face, arms. He's been hit multiple times. He says he's lost a ton of blood. Before I go there, I stop by the scene, and I see the truck. And the words that leave my mouth is, no one will survive this. Like, it was so riddled with bullet holes, there's no chance that he would have survived. And had that been his son in that seat, no chance. A lot of those rounds passed through that door where his son would have been.